Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. Okay, we're going to start our show off today with our champion who has won a lot of money, $5,450 to be exact. We're going to give her a chance to win a heck of a lot more money. So why don't we get her out here right now? Come on, Susanna. Join us here on Card Sharks. There she is. Hi, champ.
Hi.
How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
Ladies won over $5,000. Not bad at all. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Will you do that?
My name's Suzanne Pondoff. I work at my father's office. It's a real estate office, and I'm trying to get my real estate license right now. I do a lot of exercising. I like to run and work out with weights. And,
Okay, well, good. And we're going to give you a wonderful opportunity now because here come our two lovely dealers on Card Sharks, Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Good morning, girls.
hi.
Ladies in red. Now, they're going to deal out a deck of cards that you cut a little earlier, Susanna. Two Susannas up here. It sounds so weird, I know. Anyway, you know you can change one card per line. Minimum bets are $50 each time, and we're going to give you some of our money to play with. $200 for the lady, please, and you're on your way. Good luck to you now. Let's see if you can't add to that $5,000 plus. Now you have a 3 with $200, Susanna.
150 higher.
150 higher than the 3. Now you got a 10. You got $350. Clear chance.
150 lower.
Gonna keep the 10?
Yes.
All right. Keep the 10 and go 150 lower. It is. Now you got 500. Changing the card. Change the 6. The 6 shall now become a 3 again.
$400 higher.
400 higher than the 3. There's a king. 900 up here, another 4. You got $1,300.
$1,200 lower.
1,200 lower than the king. 4. Now you got $2,500.
$1,000 higher.
1,000 higher than the 4. 9.
Change the card to 3.
3,500. Doing fine. Got $3,500. The 9 is now an ace.
Oh, a bit lower.
Yeah. How about $7,000? What a deuce.
Oh, my God, all of it. Make sure I don't say low. All of it higher.
It's going to be worth $14,000. You got it. Yeah. Isn't this fun?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Now in cash, you now have $19,450. We're not done. Now we're going to give her a chance to win a new car. So, Johnny, why don't you tell about the cars you can win?
Okay, Bob, it's the Toyota Tercel 3-door hatchback featuring standard equipment, including 4-speed manual transmission, front-wheel drive, and California emission. Good luck, Susanna.
Okay, Susanna, isn't this fun?
This is great.
You got $19,450 and a chance now to win a new car. All this week in our studio audience, we have 10 gentlemen who have helped us out, and they've done a wonderful job. They're back with us again today. You've met them all. Here's what's going to happen. In order to win the car, I'll ask you a question about our 10 men. Then I'll ask you to register your answer over there on our range board, okay? So, Susanna, do you have the question, please? Thank you, hon. Now, before the show, we asked these 10 married, no, not married, we asked these 10 men. Some of them might be married, I don't know. In the last 5 years, have you gotten a speeding ticket? How many of these 10 men have gotten a speeding ticket in the last 5 years? I want you to go over there and place the marker on your answer, if you would, please. What do you think? How many of them have gotten a speeding ticket in the last 5 years?
I'm
Lady said, all of them.
I'm sorry.
You think those are fast men down there, is that it?
I average 5 a year, so.
You average 5 a year?
Yeah, so it's really hard to go without a speeding ticket no matter where you're at.
I haven't had a speeding ticket in 15 years.
I think you're lying.
Shut up.
For $19,000, I will.
Oh, now we know your price. $19,000. The actual number of these actual number of these men who have gotten a speeding ticket in the last 5 years is 4 of them. All 4 of them.
Oh, I don't care. I wasn't even... It's okay.
It's okay. All right. Tell you what's okay. You got $19,450. Just call the host a liar. And other than that, things are wonderful. We'll be back with more Card Sharks right after this. Sharks. All right, Susanna. Congratulations to you, honey. It's time to meet a new challenger. Come on, Michael. Play Card Sharks with us.
Hi, Bob.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good.
Hi, my name is Michael Hartson. I'm originally from Canandaigua, New York, which is a small upstate New York town.
What's the name of the town?
Canandaigua.
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 How do you spell Canandaigua?
C-A-N-A-N-D-A-I-G-U.
That's all I want to know, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you. And, well, right now I'm entertaining kids at their birthday parties. I play superheroes and things like that.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Superheroes at children's birthday parties.
What do you do?
I entertain them. I play games with them and fly around and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like it.
And I'm
Amy
also...
O'Brien, our producer, is going, go on.
Yeah,
Bob,
keep
go on.
going, keep going. I'm also black belt in karate.
Oh, well, then I won't make fun of you.
There you
Thank you
go.
very much, all right? If you win 2 games, you're our champion. Please keep that in mind. And the cards have been dealt out. Here's our first question. This question goes to Susanna, and it has to do with our 10 men that you know absolutely nothing about down there. So let's see if it continues. Gentlemen, welcome back again today. Before the show, we ask our 10 men, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being best, have you ever dated a girl who was a 10? How many of these 10 men have dated a girl who was a 10?
Well, that's hard to say because everybody goes by different scales. So I would say out of those 10 men, 3 of them have dated a perfect 10.
3 of them dated a 10. Let's check with the expert. Michael, have you ever dated a 10?
Yes, I have. Thank you very much.
Don't thank me.
And these guys look very hip and very charming. I would say, out of a 10, who's to say what's a 10? I'm going to go a little bit higher.
One man's 10 might be another man's 3, right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah, you still dating the 10?
No.
What happened?
Dump me.
Oh,
Great.
sorry I asked.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, the actual number of these men who have dated a 10 is 6 of them.
Yeah!
All right.
Way to go.
You 6 braggarts, where are you? Which dated a 10? Tell me about a 10, David.
Bob, she was the only 10 I've ever met, and I ended up marrying her. When I met her, I fell head over heels in love with her. Shortly after we started dating, it was pretty evident to everyone, including us, that we were probably going to get married, and I had a problem, and that was how to surprise her. And the only thing I could come up with was to ask her to propose to her on my birthday. And today's a very special day for us. Today is my birthday, and we're celebrating the 15th anniversary of the day that we decided to get married.
And she's still a 10, right?
Right.
Good for you, my friend. Thanks for sharing the story, and happy birthday to you. All right. What a nice story. Brings a tear in your eye, doesn't it?
Couple of them.
A couple of them. Who's got this? Michael, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here's your card.
Oh, yes. We're going to go higher.
Fire, yeah.
Oh. Freeze on that 8.
Freeze?
Freeze on the 8.
What's the matter with Michael? He's a black belt in karate, and he won't go on. He freezes on an 8.
Freeze on.
Oh, I got a question for you, Michael. This is an educated guess question. Do you have a tattoo?
No, I don't.
Susanna, do you have a tattoo?
No, I don't.
Excuse me just a minute.
Oh, do I look like I have a tattoo? I mean, come
Well,
on.
I haven't seen all of you, so I don't know.
Trust me. No.
You don't have a little flower anywhere?
Oh, tacky.
Oh. My mother has a tattoo. You call her tacky?
Oh, no.
Okay. According to the Tattoo Club of America, little people, what percentage of all the people who get tattoos these days are women?
Wow. Well, I know Cher has one, and a couple other ladies that are celebrities, and of course they're not typical, are they? I would say probably about, I'm going to go with 20%.
Okay.
All right. 20%.
Susanna.
Well, I think tattoos are coming back in style. I know a lot of celebrities are getting them and have them, and I'd say that number is going to be a little bit higher.
A little higher.
A little higher.
The actual percentage of people getting tattoos who are women is 50%. Can you believe that? Yeah, it was a little higher. All right. You sure?
Fine woman.
Yeah, my mother's a fine woman. Okay, Susanna. 8. Want to change it?
Hard.
Yeah, we will. All right. 8 becomes an 8 again.
Lower.
Lower than that 8. 3.
Higher.
Higher. 7.
Higher.
Higher again. 8.
Lower.
To win the game. Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right. So game number one goes to our champion. We'll set up for game number two, and son of a gun, we'll be right back in just a moment. Don't go away. Okay? We're back to Card Truck. Let's continue now with our game between our champion and our challenger, Susanna. When Pia Zadora was 22 years old, she married a billionaire who was 30 years older than she. So we surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, if you had the chance to marry a billionaire, would you be willing to marry a man 30 years older than you? How many single women said they would?
I would say I personally wouldn't do it. I'm married for love, not money. Sorry. But I know a lot
How old
of...
are you, Suzanne?
I'm 21.
You're 21.
Yes. I know that there are a lot of girls out there that's what they're looking for. So I'd say that number is going to be fairly high. I'd say 68 women would marry for money and would marry an older man for that.
Why are you saying an older man? Are you saying that somebody 30 years older than you is older?
Yes. He is, isn't he? I wouldn't marry him. I want someone my age.
So far,
someone I
this
can
half
relate
hour,
to.
you call me a liar and an old man.
No, it's not pertaining to you. It's just preference. You're not 30 years older than me. You're what, 10, maybe?
You can't bail out this late, kid. Michael, she says 68 out of 100.
Well, if I was going to marry a woman and she was 30 years older and she was a billionaire, I suppose I would do it immediately.
Well, we know what your price is, Michael.
Hey, $1 billion, people. We're talking, that's a lot of money. And I think women today can, you know, maybe you marry a guy who's 30 years older, maybe you can find something somewhere else and still have the money. Come on, I know. Pia Zadora, I don't know.
I would just slap you right, sir. You know that? If you weren't black belt in karate, I would, too. Lacey, go over there and whack him one, will you?
Bob, I'm gonna say it's a little higher.
A little higher than that, huh? The actual number of single women who would marry the billionaire is 56. No, not higher. A little lower. Okay, Susanna again. There's a card for you. It's an 8, huh?
Change the card.
We'll do it. Now, the 8 becomes an ace.
Lower.
Lower than that ace is a 3. Higher than the 3. Queen. Lower than the queen. 2. Become our champion again. Yeah, she did it.
God. What a God, my God.
Sorry.
Can't stop her.
I just hope you had a good time.
I had a great time.
We have some nice prizes for you. Thank you very much
Thanks,
for playing
Bob.
the game with us.
Bye.
See you again. Come on, champion. Oh,
I'm sorry, I won't call you any names.
yeah. I mean, insult and beat up the host and still win the game. That's what I don't understand. Okay, anyway, you know how to do this, don't you? The girls are going to come in here and start dealing out these cards. Remember, you cut these cards a little earlier. And let's remind everybody at home that you can win as much as $32,000 with a turn of a single card, which is a little frightening to think about. You've won over $19,000 so far, and after you have a chance to play for the cards, we'll give you a chance to play for the car. So good luck to you. Give her $200. Some of our money, you got it, and you're on your way. Okay, Susanna, your first card happens to be a king.
$150 lower.
150 lower, and now you got a 5.
$100 higher.
Gonna keep the 5 and go $100 higher. No, back to 250.
$100 higher.
100 higher than the 3. There's a 5 again.
Change the card to
350.
1.
Up here another 4. You got $750. She's changing the 5 with number 1, and the 5 now becomes a 10.
$500 lower.
500 lower than the 10. There's a 6. Now you got $1,250.
$500 higher.
500 higher. Nope. Back to $750.
Can I change any of those
No, you can't
cards?
change. You've already changed in this line.
$300 higher.
300 higher than the 4. There's a 9 for you. Got 1,000. Now you can change.
Change card to 3.
Number 3. Now, let's see what the 9 is. The 9's now a jack. Now, Susanna,
$1,000 lower.
how much?
$1,000
1,000 lower. All right.
Why not?
Heck, why not? $1,000 lower, and it is. Oh, yeah. So now that's $2,050 added to your money. You've now got $21,700. And again, a chance to win a new car, and you know how to do that. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question about our 10 men there in our studio audience. Then we'll ask you to go over there and register your answer on the range board. So, Susanna, could I have the question, please? All right, here we go. Now, other Susanna, before the show, we ask our 10 men in our studio audience, do you think Nancy Reagan is sexy? How many of these 10 men do think Nancy Reagan is sexy? I want you to go over there and place the marker on your answer, if you would, please. How many of them think Nancy Reagan is sexy? She says that... That...
Okay, well...
You make... Pardon me?
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you. If you're right, if it's 3, you win the car. If you're off by 1, if it's 2 or 4, you win $500. So far, you haven't made a dime on these guys.
I
Just want
know.
to see how you do. The actual number of these men who think Nancy Reagan is sexy is 1. Congratulations. The streak has not ended. But you still have $21,700, and we'll be back with a new challenger right after this. Back to Card Shark. Susanna, it's time to meet a new challenger. So come on, Claire, let's play this game. How the heck are you?
I'm just fine.
Well, you're a spunky little devil, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah, how old are you, Claire?
66.
66. All right, Claire. How tall are you?
4'10".
4'10", and you're 66 years old.
That's right. I'm not going to grow anymore.
What's the tallest you've ever been, Claire?
That's it.
4'10".
That's it.
You're not sampurized or anything.
No. Not yet.
But tell me about Claire.
I'm just young up here, you know. Old but young up here.
Well, tell me about Claire.
Okay, I'm Claire Morissette.
Yeah.
And I come from San Diego.
Yeah.
And I have 6 children
Yeah.
and 7 grandsons.
Well, sons.
Grandsons, yes, 7 grandsons.
Boy, Christmas time's a little rowdy around your house, isn't it?
It is,
Yes.
yes.
All right. Well, let's play this game. If you win
Okay.
2 games, you're the champion. The first question is going to go to Susanna. This question involves the 10 guys down there that you know nothing about. So here we go. Okay, now before the show we ask our 10 men, would losing your job upset you more than losing your hair? That kind of hits home. How many of these 10 men said yes, losing... How many of these 10 men said yes, losing their job would upset them more than losing their hair? Get the camera off me. I've already lost one of them. I don't want to lose the other one.
I know a lot of men fear that happening at
No.
a young age, because I know, because I think my brother's going through that since my dad's lost a bit. So I would say 7 out of those 10 men would definitely... Wait, no. The question was losing their job would
Do you
upset
remember
them more
do you
than...
remember when you called me a liar the other day? Do you remember that? Do you remember when you insulted me the other day about my age?
Well,
You figured the question out by
to the
yourself,
best of my
Susanna.
knowledge, under the circumstances,
How many of these 10 men said yes, losing their job would upset them more than losing their hair?
I would say 3 of them.
3 of them. Let's see what Claire says.
She said 3 would lose. 3 would be upset losing their job.
How many of them said yes, losing their job would upset them more than losing their hair? She said 3 would be more upset by losing their job than losing their hair. I personally would not.
I think it'd be higher.
Thank you.
Right.
What would be higher?
Them losing their job.
The actual number of these men who would be more upset if they lost their job is 6 of them. Yes, indeed.
3 of them already lost their hair.
Which 6 of you would be more upset if you lost your job? Well, naturally, David's going to raise his hand. Raise your hand here, guys. Doug, let's talk about this. You got all the hair that anybody'd ever want. So.
Well, hair can be replaced, but a good job back home couldn't be.
Well, how can hair be replaced?
Oh, hair transplants.
Oh, no.
Well, especially out here in Wisconsin, I don't think they even do that stuff no more. Or never did.
You mean you can take hair from one part of your body and put it somewhere else?
Well, I don't know how they do it, but I'm sure they can do it.
Isn't that a miracle? I'll be darned. Okay, fellas, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I didn't know that.
Surprise.
Claire, you ready?
Right.
There's a 5. You want to change it or play it?
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than that 5.
Yeah.
7.
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze.
7,
Lady will freeze right there, and I don't blame her. Okay, we'll be back with more Card Sharks in just a moment. Time we have for today. We'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Last